just as we saw there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. There's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Back to throw here. He may try and run for this. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Gano the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 30, 10, 5.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. 30, 20, 10, touchdown! Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Lucky 56. Leopard. Detroit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a give to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now he's flushed out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, this is Howard. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Being checked, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back out comes the offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mixon trying to punch it in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Not a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. It's Cooks. Still fighting through tackles. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here, field goal or a touchdown now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
No. Check, Patriot.
They go with Howard again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They run with Howard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself.